You are now watching But First Coffee. Chanise Gibbs founded Bare Skin USA in 2020. Her mission is to reconnect melanated people with their roots and to promote self-care by bringing meaningful ingredients to her customers.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us again for another segment of But First Coffee. And our guest today is Miss Chanise Gibbs. She is the owner of Bare Skin USA. So can you please introduce yourself to the audience, Miss Chanise?
Awesome. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for having me. So my name is Chanise Gibbs. As you said, I am the CEO and founder of Bare Skin USA. Bare Skin USA is an amazing plant-based skincare brand, and we have everything from facial products, body products, as well as beard products.
Okay, and I know a lot of people say they tell like a life testimonial story of how they got into skincare line. Did you have any issues of your own, or is it just something that you've always dreamt of doing?
Great question. So as a little girl, I always had trouble with acne going into adulthood. So that was maybe from like junior high school, middle school, all the way up until college. And I always tried different products that never really worked, from some of the ones that we know today. But it was not really one of the things that I wanted to do. Fast forward to many years later, as an adult, COVID had hit. And I had what I call a bare moment.
Okay.
COVID had hit. I had lost both of my jobs, single mom of two. And I was like, what is it that I could do, not only to help the people, but to go on the journey with the people? I remember staring at my reflection in the mirror, and my face was just breaking out. I'm just wearing so many hats as a mom, working 2-3 jobs, just trying to make ends meet. And I remember I took a trip to Colombia, Cartagena, and I had some coffee beans that I got from a coffee farm. And I was like, I can make a scrub. I need to just do something for myself. And so I went online, jumped on Google, and I'm going to be honest, and I created Bare Skin USA, what we know today. I actually created the Colombian coffee scrub. And so that was my journey in creating Bare Skin USA. I told myself, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to figure it out, right? Even though the entire world shut down, what am I going to do to not only help people, but really to go on the journey with the people?
Now, you and probably a billion Americans, including myself, are in love with coffee. So what made you decide, like, I need to put this on my face for the nutrients it carries?
So I knew I wanted to not just make a skincare product or a product, like I said, it was for me at the moment. But during that trip to Colombia, that was probably, now I vacation and I travel a lot, but that was probably one of the most prominent trips that I've taken. And I wanted to story tell about the people that I met there. And I had to remember and reflect back, even though the world was shut down here, those people just got running water not too many years ago. They just got electricity not too many years ago, and they had smiles on their faces. And so what I loved about them is they preserved the culture. So they know exactly where they came from Africa. They never mixed with any of the indigenous other people that were there, and they preserved the culture. So it was important for me not only to use those coffee beans that I got from the raw coffee farm, but also to infuse it into the skincare and story tell through skincare by infusing ingredients from around the world. So that was really important to me.
So basically giving everyone a historical lesson about where they came from and basically how this is assisting you in your future life.
Absolutely. And through all the products, I infuse ingredients from around the world to connect our African diaspora back together by storytelling through skincare.
Now, you did mention that you are a mother of two. Do you have boys, girls?
I am a boy mom.
Boy mom, woohoo! Shout out to boy moms. Okay, I'm not sure of the age of your sons, but how do you encourage them also to take care of their skin? It's always a female conversation, I've noticed. And no products never say, okay, this is a unisex product, or this is how males should use this product. So how do you encourage that?
So one good thing, they're here with me all the time as I'm getting products together, making products, as we're doing events. And so I love that because they are involved. Secondly, they are in their preteens and teens. Ooh. So they are, the hormones are changing and they are dealing with acne and things themselves. So it's an automatic, Ma, I need that product. Ma, I need that product.
Great.
Or I'll look at my inventory and there's products missing because it's in their room, So they do know the importance of taking care of their skin from the inside and outside, and they work. So that's the really good thing. And they can also encourage other teens. So we've kind of did this Bare Skin USA Teens initiative, okay. And they are 100% behind it. And it's really good because when you see boys, males, mm-hmm. Like, okay, then the girls is really like, okay, I'm going to try it.
Right. That's what I thought as well. So I also have seen a lot of celebrities coming very transparent about their skin issues, or if they've had lifetime issues with acne. How does being in the spotlight play a role with dealing with those acne issues? Because you have to go from different lighting, and then you have makeup. Do you ever have to give those type of tutorial lessons in order to use your skincare product?
So I tell people everyone's skin and skin type is different, right? And it's just not what we see on the outside. A lot of it has to do with our makeup from the inside. So there's certain things that are just generational. There are certain things, that we eat that does not agree with our body or maybe our blood type, right? Mm-hmm. And so we have to look at all of those things as far as what we're ingesting into our body, or whatever our body, our makeup, our body is, and really consider, what may work, what may not work, what may cause certain outbreaks and things of that nature. So it can be definitely, I'm sure it can be definitely just, it really makes you feel just, it doesn't really bring out confidence in you, when you're dealing with, I know when I may have a bump or two when it's that time of the month or anything, okay. Out on your face and you're trying to, but there's still like a bump. So it definitely lowers your self-esteem. But if you take the right steps to educate yourself about the products that you're using first and foremost. And so that's really important with us here at Bare Skin USA. We love to educate our consumers about the ingredients that's in the products. So sometimes I'll have someone, they'll say, well, yeah, I'm allergic to rose water. Rose water doesn't really work for me. Or I have acne or psoriasis or rosacea. They may be dealing with different skin issues. So we try to find a solution that works well with their skin and their skin type. And some products, they may contain certain things such as aloe or shea where people are allergic to. So it's like, that is not the right product for you. I'm not going to recommend that for you. But knowing the ingredients, I think a lot of times, we buy products in general, and on the back, there's a list of ingredients that we can't even pronounce.
Right. So, that's true.
Right? You can't even pronounce it. You probably don't even know what they mean or what they will do to your skin, whether it's harmful or helpful. Mm-hmm. And so those are important. Keeping the ingredients simple and also explaining to consumers what they are and how they actually work.
Now, business part of it is you seem very excited. I have to create this product. I'm on a mission. But how does that take a toll on you on the entrepreneurial side? Because you're dealing with the issue as well as you're trying to treat other people. So how has that made more challenges in your life as an entrepreneur?
I'm so glad you asked that question because it is very difficult, right? And I love because it's very entrepreneur. I know me in particularly, I'm back and forth. I'm always on the road. I'm in front of people. I'm speaking. I'm always on the move constantly. And then you have to manage and balance your personal life. Mm-hmm. So it's very difficult. I'll tell people, and I'm honest, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even use my products. Oh my gosh, I forgot, So with that being said, it allows me to be transparent with others, but to actually have those conversations. So I know like this past weekend, I was speaking to a few consumers and I'm like, so what do you use on your face? What do you use on your skin? Water, Dove, and I'm like,
like that's not a product.
Right. You want to use things, like I said, that are more helpful for your skin versus harmful, because a lot of those ingredients sometimes contain detergents, sulfates and parabens and things that are not necessarily good for your skin. So it helps me because, like I said, I get to go on the journey with the people. So I remember my conversations and I'm like, nope, let me use my products. Let me get myself together. And then they're so addictive. I'm going to be honest. They are so addictive.
Now, do you have products for your body as well? People have like body acne issues, just in case they want to figure out how to pivot on into your product line.
So the good thing about our products, especially our facial products, you can use it all over your body.
Okay.
So like our face cleanser, our number one face cleanser is our Mekong cleanser. That is actually a black soap cleanser. You can use black soap all over your body. Mm-hmm. However, I do infuse natural oils to help tame the natural oils that's in your body. So it's not drying. It's not going to be drying you out. Black soap can be very drying, but with the natural oils, help maintain that balance. And so, you use it on your face. I use it on my neckline area. And sometimes I'll just use it over in my entire body. So that's the beautiful thing about the product.
Now, I speak with many people about, because once you're a mother, entrepreneur, and now you're like a full-blown business person in all aspects. You're handling the marketing, you're handling the product line, you're being the creative, you're saying, no, I don't like this color scheme. And we all know that this balance that they want us to have as females, and most people, other males deal with it, I guess. As females, they want us to have this balance. How do you say, this is Chanise's time? This is the time I need to set aside for myself?
So, self-care Sundays is a real thing. It's very important. Whether you do it on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you have to take time out for yourself. And I'm not saying that just because it's something to say. I'm saying that because I was the person who got burned out, right? I was the person who was really tired. Like I almost ended up in the hospital because I'm overworking. I'm dehydrated. I'm not doing what I need to do for the skin. The skin is the largest organ on the body, right? And so not about the products. It goes beyond the products. Like I said, it's a lifestyle. So you have to take that time out. And that is what I do now. I take the time to relax. I take the time to decompress. I go on my vacations once a month just so I can be still and be in the moment and be present with myself. And so getting grounded and keeping that focus to say, hey, I'm going to set aside a time for me. The business is going to be there. The customers are going to be there. I'll take time to get that done, and creating an infrastructure so you can have time to do that.
Now, you said you started during the pandemic. How has, because we have the technology and social media, how did that help you build your brand during that time?
So I kind of did. I've been an entrepreneur pretty much all my life.
Okay.
And this time around, I wanted to do something different. Now, normally I'm very formal with planning this whole thing out and then putting it out there. This time I said, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. So what happened during COVID, the pandemic, I went ahead and I went to formulation school. So I really educated myself on how to mix and blend different ingredients and certain products and what will work and textures. So I that's first and foremost. I went ahead and educated myself. And then it was like, let me just put this out there because I can create something, right? What if the people don't like it?
Right.
Spent all this time. So I went ahead and created just several different products, really took my time to see what people liked. And it worked. It worked. It allowed me to get in front of people. I went out there, I did pop-up shops. I talked to people. I send out samples. And like I said, when I say I'm not tooting my own horn because it's my products, and I'm going to send you some coffee. They are amazing. When I hear the feedback just from consumers, the moment they try it, they're like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. It definitely makes a difference.
Now, I'm glad you mentioned that you went on and educated yourself because people believe, I'm not saying everyone, but because everything is so instant that everything is just, I'll just give me a brand name, give me a little bit of this. Now, how much education did you need? I know you went to formulation. You said classes or school?
Yeah, it was a school.
Yeah, so the school, and how much did they, let you know about? Was it almost on the edge of cosmetology? Because you're dealing with people's skin every day, and so, like you said, everyone comes with different packages. They may be allergic. You have to worry about you having to put any of that allergy stuff on your label. Like, this stuff isn't just a slap on the label in a bottle.
No, it's really a lot because it's going on the skin. Luckily for me, I've been in the beauty industry as a whole for over 20 years. Like, I've had a salon, so I have ins and out about the skin and the body as a whole. Formulating products was definitely different. But because I had some base knowledge, I've been an entrepreneur prior to, I was able to fuse those two together, my experience in both fields, and infuse those together as far as on the business end, how to properly plan, create, and execute this project, as well as just on the cosmetology end. So it is very strenuous. Because formulating is no joke. It's like cooking, right? It's like baking a cake.
Got it. Okay.
Any ingredient that you miss could make or break, the product.
Yeah.
Any ingredients that does not agree well with a person can cause an allergic reaction. So it's all about measurements, the right ingredients, the right combination, the right blends. And so it's really a lot, but it was important for me, like I said, to educate, not just slap something on. There's no private label over here. All of our products are handcrafted, and no excuse, to people that's private labeling. I get it. But it was important for me to handcraft everything, learn firsthand how these products are made, because anything that you create, like, you're your best storyteller, you're the best consumer. And so I really needed to go through the ins and out of what it takes to make this product, to understand really how it works.
Now, what is next for Chanise Gibbs? Because you say you was an entrepreneur for over 20 years. And usually as entrepreneurs, we're like, I like what I did with this. Let me move on to something else, or let me grow this into something else that I see. So what do you see for yourself?
So this is it. I said, God, you didn't show me this many, many years ago. But this is it, because what this business does, it just allows me to touch people, and I've been doing that already. I'm a founder of a women's empowerment network. I've been doing that, but it allows me to infuse everything that I've ever done into this one brand, from helping entrepreneurs. We just came back and I just did this amazing event helping other entrepreneurs scale their businesses and just creating a platform for them to win and succeed. It allows me to infuse my home decor and my home products. It allowed me to infuse the beauty industry, so it's really a melting pot for me. And really what's next is really just taking the brand international, getting it out to your major retail stores. So I'm excited for that. And just implementing new products and new things for the people. I've found not just a passion in what I do, but really grown a love for what I do. And I'm able to share it with the world.
That is a big plus, because you have to be excited about where you're doing. Otherwise, when you get that lows and those highs, you can't find a way to get through it. And that's really inspiring that you said, okay, these are the steps I need to take to move myself forward. Now, a lot of people maybe not be as business savvy. So what would you suggest for someone that's in your shoes that's saying, hey, I may not want to have a full product line of skincare, but I want to at least know the basics to get started?
Absolutely. So I tell people, first and foremost, get a support system.
Okay.
A support system is very important and key and crucial to any business, especially when you're first starting. You want to have people that can support you, that can cheer you on, and even tell you, hey, that may not work. So that was the first thing that I did. Come out with something simple. This was the first product I came up with. It's our Colombian coffee scrub. And I love it so much Not only that it smells amazing, and I'm gonna put a little bit on me, but not only that it smells amazing, and it gets the job done, but I have a team that's so phenomenal. And I was just thinking about that the other day. I have a team that is so phenomenal. So when it's time to do research, when it's time to create and pack the items, like the team is there. When it's time to present the brand, the team is there. So find out what you're passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Pick one thing. You don't have to do a complete line, and I help other entrepreneurs. I don't even care if you're selling skincare. Come on, girl, guy, whatever. Let's go. Let's get it done. Really find and build a passion for that. And then just put it out there. Don't think too much about it. Your audience is going to tell you exactly what they're looking for, what they need. And then you'll be able to create that hero product. And that hero product is the one that is going to launch and take you to levels that you probably never even thought of.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate your expertise today, Ms. Chanise. And we would love and can't wait to see your products on many of industry shelves. How can everyone kind of assist or help or find your product or purchase or test if they're not in your local area?
Absolutely. So the beautiful thing is you can definitely find it online at www.bareskinusa.com. You can find us on all social platforms at Bareskin USA. And then also we have an entire tour. We have been hitting city to city to city, from New York to Dallas to Puerto Rico to Chicago. We've been hitting city to city. If we are in your city, come out, come experience the brand, because when I say it's life-changing and addictive, it is life-changing. You're gonna be like, I want more. It's so, I love to get the responses from the people when they actually get up close and personal with the brands and just everyone that stands behind the brand. So it really definitely makes a difference.
What's a quote that you kind of get this motivation or inspiration from that you say to yourself day to day?
It's almost like Nike, just do it. I'm in the phase, and I'm so serious, because I'm always about putting your best foot forward. We're in a phase where social media is just booming. You have AI now. It's just so much. And if you don't do it, someone else will. So it's important to just say, hey, I'm going to get out there. I'm going to put this out there, and I'm going to put my best foot forward and stand behind, your brand and who you are, or your product or services and what you believe in. So just do it.
Okay. Well, that was Miss Chanise Gibbs. I appreciate you joining us today. We'll make sure we check out Bareskin. Like I said, right now it's at bareskinusa.com, correct?
Correct. Bareskinusa.com.
And we can't wait to hear more from you and just more about your product from other consumers, so we can see how much they fall in love and how much they became addicted to the skincare line. And I appreciate you using coffee as well in your coffee scrub. So kudos to that. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Coffe. Thank you for having me.